Hey guys, J0, how you doing? I hope all is well in YouTube land. Whatever part of the world that you are in, my part of the world, it's cold, very cold. You can see it's snowing right now, which is, is what it is. Great fishing weather. I'll be going fishing here soon. We haven't been really doing a whole lot of cool stuff here around the home place. We're just, deer meat and firewood, doing typical winter stuff right now. Other than that, there's not been a whole lot of really cool stuff going on, especially to make a video about. I don't like to make, really boring and mundane videos, as everybody knows. Holy crap. When it's cold, the coffee's even better. But today is, I think, the last day, or the next to the last day of 2017. So I figured we'd stop and have a little visit, and I'll give you all a little bit of an update and kind of answer a couple of questions here in this coffee chat. First off, I forgot to mention, and I am very sorry that I did forget to mention, that the giveaway, I can't afford to ship international. So it's going to be just for the continental United States. I apologize that I failed to mention that in the giveaway video. I feel terrible about it. But it is what it is. I simply can't afford to ship those items internationally. So, man, there must be an owl around because all the crows are going crazy. So again, I apologize, but giveaways for the continental United States. Let's see. Somebody had asked how we deal with our watering system in the wintertime, where we have the tank and the tubes that run down to the cages. We don't. When it starts getting cold, I drain the tanks, we drain the lines, because they're going to inevitably they freeze. It doesn't matter what I do. You can keep the tank warm, but the little lines always freeze, or the little metal nipples will freeze in the cages. So this is the time of year where we have some ceramic bowls, and we have enough for each cage, and in the morning we'll go and we'll put some warm water in there. Everybody can get a drink, and then usually by the afternoon it's frozen. We'll go back around and give everybody a drink again in the afternoon. It is just as important in the extreme cold for all the critters to have good liquid water. I mean, they may have a water tank and it's frozen over, and they can sit there and lick on it, but that still doesn't give them the same benefit as having actual water to drink. So, wintertime, frozen water, you need to make sure that you have a separate bowl that you can put a little bit of water in where they can get a drink. So, yeah, we don't run our watering systems through the wintertime. There's been several people ask about that, and I don't know whether they'll watch this video or not, but I hope that they do. Oh, yeah. Hello, Chaotic Slacker. Thank you for the message. I appreciate it. Just wanted to say hello to you, man, just like you did in your message to me. So, hello, Chaotic Slacker. Again, we're busy this time of year with my fishing business. That I have the bait business. I'm busy a lot more often. I'm just busy all the time. It seems like I'm always chasing bait, or we're always doing stuff here at the home place. And I would like to reiterate that it may take several days for me to respond to a message via Facebook or YouTube. If you guys send me an email or a private message, it may take a few days before I see it because I'm not in front of my computer. And I do have a phone, but I don't have my phone hooked up to the internet because I don't want it dinging all day long. So it may take several days. I mean, if you're looking for somebody to sit and chat with on Facebook, okay, I'm not that dude. I'm sorry, but that's not me. I'm not that dude. I'm not in front of my computer. I will check my messages, respond to the messages, click the little red X up in the corner, and I'm gone. I'm back outside. So just keep that in mind. If you send me a message and I don't respond to it, please don't be upset. Understand that I do, stuff. Always doing stuff, man. So, somebody had asked with my bait business, how come I don't catch bluegill and sell bluegill? In my videos on my fishing channel, when I'm chasing bait, most of the time I am chasing skipjack, herring, and gizzard and threadfin shad that I package and sell as premium fresh frozen cut bait, catfish bait. And this person would wonder why I don't do the same with bluegill or sell live bait. One, if I wanted to sell live bait, I would have to get a different style of license for bluegills and stuff like that, and aquaculture. I don't have the resources to have big tanks to raise any kind of those bait fish like bluegills and stuff. You need a little pond and all that kind of stuff, and I don't have that right now. And two, in Ohio here, it's not legal as a bait dealer to collect wild bluegill, to go out and catch a whole bunch of bluegill and then resell them as live bait, or even cut bait for that matter. It's not legal. I can buy them from an aquaculture facility where they've raised them. I can buy them from there and then resell them as bait, but I mean, most people who want to use bluegill just catch bluegill. Bluegill are easy to catch around all the little boat docks and logs and trees and stuff like that. So most people who are wanting to use bluegill for bait will catch their own bluegill as like I do. I do use bluegill sometimes for bait, but most of the folks who want to use them will catch them. They're fairly easy to catch. Skipjack and shad, usually shad, every once in a while you get lucky and you can catch one on a smaller hook or something, but for the most part, shad, you have to catch them with a big cast net, a big throw net. Some guys don't have that net, or they don't have a boat or something like that where they can get where the shad are. And skipjack is another kind of fish, skipjack herring, that can be difficult to find and catch sometimes. And it just so happens that the Lord has blessed me with a knack for catching skipjack. I enjoy catching them, and they're fun to catch. And when they're running real hard in the spring and the fall, they're abundant. You can catch them all over the place. But sometimes they're really, really hard to find. And you got to do some traveling and really looking and searching for them. And I don't mind doing that. So that's the reason why I have the bait business. And I do pretty much just skipjack and shad. We do carp fillets and stuff like that as well. But bluegill and stuff like that, I don't do live bait because I don't want to mess with the tanks and the ponds. And bluegill are not legal for me to harvest from the wild here in Ohio. So I hope that makes sense as far as the bait business goes. Are you going to be attending the Great Appalachian Homestead Conference? Unfortunately, no. I'm not going to be able to make it this year or this coming year. I'm just going to be that in the spring there, the spring and early summer, the time of that conference, I'm going to be extremely busy. I'm going to be fishing a few catfish tournaments this coming year, and we are going to be hopefully supplying a lot of bait to a lot of guys who are going to be fishing catfish tournaments in our section of the country here. So, excuse me. I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm not going to be able to afford to take that weekend off. And as a matter of fact, I believe there's a tournament that weekend. So if I'm not fishing that tournament, then I will most definitely be trying to fish for bait for the dudes that are fishing in that tournament. So I'm not going to be able to make it this year to the conference. I will be making it to the Catfish Conference at the end of February in Louisville, Kentucky. I will definitely be there. But as far as the Homestead Conference in May goes, no, I'm not going to be able to make it. Which kind of sucks because we had a great time last year. And it's a great, great thing that Patera does. And we got to meet some really cool people, man. It was awesome. You guys know, you guys that showed up, we hung out, we had a good time, we giggled, and we laughed, and it was really a good time. And it kind of sucks. But as anybody who's ever started a business knows, the first couple of years is the most important, and I've really got to concentrate on trying to, to try to make a little bit of money doing what I'm doing. Everybody's seen the YouTube videos where people are complaining about YouTube demonetizing videos, and my lifestyle is not advertiser friendly apparently. So I've taken big hits as far as the money that comes in via YouTube, like big time hits. It's probably 30% of what we used to get, and that's okay. I've never really been about the money, so that's why I don't make the videos, complaining about it. But so I'm trying to figure out other ways to supplement that income, and I'm hoping that I can do that with the bait business. There seems to be a lot of folks who are interested in buying bait and interested in starting the catfish and stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing. Every year I get this question: what are my New Year's resolutions and or goals for the upcoming year? I have the same resolution and the same goal for every year, and it's probably one that everybody probably needs to make. And my New Year's resolution is don't die. If I haven't died by the end of next year, it was a good year. Just is what it is. For me, I'm a pretty simple dude. That's what it is. I will probably try to drop some weight at some point. I have put on some extra poundages, and everybody can see that. And I'll try to lose some of that. I'm going to try, there's this new diet out. It's like the big new fad diet of, the Hollywood stars are all doing it. And it seems to me like it's a pretty simple diet. So I'm going to give it a shot and see if that's going to work for me. I believe it's called the Dude Don't Eat So Much diet. Dude, don't eat so much. Which in my case would probably work pretty well. So that's the diet that I'm going to try. And I'm going to try to drop a little bit. And I'm going to be a lot more active. I mean, we already are extremely active. But we're going to be even more active this coming spring and summer. So, running the rivers and the lakes. So anyway, that's my goal. Critters are doing well. We are doing well through this cold snap here in the snow. It is extremely cold. We are very cold at night and in the early mornings, which is the time that I'm, up and around. So be careful if you get outside and you want to go fishing. I'm going to be making here real soon on my fishing channel a video, kind of some tips and tricks that I use on the riverbanks or the lake banks to help keep myself warm and to fish. When you're fishing in these kind of conditions, there are some special precautions that you need to take so that you don't get yourself in any kind of trouble. Because, the river, that river, man, them big rivers and the big lakes, man, they've been killing dudes for thousands of years, man. All right, they just don't care. And if you don't have a little bit of respect and common sense when you hit the riverbanks, it'll get you. They'll get you if you're not careful. And hypothermia sets in very quickly when it's this cold. So there's some things that I do to make sure that that I'm warm and comfortable when we're fishing in this extreme cold weather. And that'll be coming up on my fishing channel. So for all of you who watch that, you can look forward to that. And it's it's just different. It's just tips for even if you're just outside for an extended period of time. You don't necessarily have to be fishing. There's always some precautions that you need to take. We're outside all the time. A lot of times, as the summer ends and the fall starts coming, to an end, and the days get colder, and you're outside a lot, you kind of acclimate anyway to the colder weather, and you can deal with it a little bit better than somebody who's inside all day and they go outside and it's really cold. Whereas we're outside all the time, we're kind of get used to it gradually from being outdoors. And then every winter I grow my beard out, and a big bushy beard. It really helps keep my neck and my face and stuff warm. But, it's just one of the things that you got to use common sense and take some very basic precautions when you're outside. So anyway, we'll go over that when on the fishing channel at some point from the riverbank. And other than that, I hope everybody has a very blessed, safe, and prosperous New Year. Thank you all so much for entering the giveaway and supporting the channel and sharing the videos. I really do appreciate it. You guys have been one of the biggest blessings that I have received. Every one of you guys right now that is listening to my voice is a blessing to us, and we really, really appreciate you guys. So thank you very much. And other than that, like I said, I hope everybody has a great New Year. Be safe, stay warm. And there goes the FedEx guy flying down the road. Hey, there's snow on the road, and he gives zero craps. He's going to get that package down there. It's going. So, all right, guys. God bless. The end. Buzz, buzz. The end.